Are you my bros or my foes? Because today you're my host, and today we are hopping back into Doki Doki Literature Club. I believe we left off day 3? Might have been day 3. I can't remember. It's been a while since I recorded this. Day 3, I think so. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. Let me get my mouse off screen for y'all. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, as usual, the usual scene greets me. What voice did I give you? Hi, Morton! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Well, why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to see what's in there. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything, you baka. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Morton to let me borrow some money. I'm poor and I need his money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough for retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a pretty fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Subtle hints in this game, man. Subtle hints in this fucking game. I don't trust. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. It's like she can see the future, dude. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me a little more credit than that, Sayori. What the fuck just happened? That actually jump scared me, dude. My heart's going. What the fuck was that? Whap! Did I give her a backhand? What the fuck happened? Give me a little more credit, woman! Whoosh. I'm Morton! Damn it! Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution! Retribution. Actually, that one almost works. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapping and takes a big bite. Oh. I turn into a 40-year-old man when I eat my cookies. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too. Natsuki. My tongue hurts. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I'd give you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Siri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Not you, Siri! You bastard! Sayori! No! I don't want you! Fucking Siri. Okay. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Siri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. You're still such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica's in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Oh, Yuri. Maybe that's only true for you. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. What was my voice for Monica? Fuck. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. I don't want to embarrass the boy that I like and standing in front of me. Ooh. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Morton. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finishes her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something like literature related by... I just fucking read that completely wrong. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come to the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Siri's talking about this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? But what kind? Oh, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. You just ate a cookie, you fat ass. What are you talking about? Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what I would be like to see the world through her eyes. What it would be like. Oh my god! Holy shit! You are close. Ugh! You're also very low poly. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Sleepyhead. Does this school have a napping club? That sounds sick. You kidding? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're at a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. Oh. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. My bosom buddy. Slap on the shoulder. My pal. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is still sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips on the side of her hair, trying to straighten it out. You know, instead of a brush, I decided to use my fingers and get them caught along the way and just... Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's the toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, meanie. And you didn't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Wait, I'm getting a text from my mother. Mom, I'm reading a visual novel. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Too close. Take a step back. Let's speedrun this. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is that one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. I wonder why! Jeepers, golly! Holy, this button on your chest, on your massive fat, it's too hard to get. What do you think it's... This guy's an idiot, bro. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Thank you. Now I can breathe. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Pinky promise? I guess we really are better for taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone! Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Morton, I can't wait to read yours! Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori trots away to retrieve her poem. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, Sayori wanted to see mine. Let's do Sayori first, eh? Oh my goodness! This is so good, Morton! I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really! I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's a part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Morton poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Siri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Siri. Not Siri! Go away! Sorry. Little Makuta because Sayori kept popping up. Yeah, you learned your lesson. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. It makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Nah, you want me to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. That foreshadowing, man! I don't like these little texts they keep saying about, there's a little devil inside of you. You might hurt yourself. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? I don't trust this game, bro. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems, too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that. Melancholy. I love melancholy. Oh, I'm so smart! There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I said melancholy because I thought that was pretty much the same thing. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice, happy rainbow. And then make a nice, happy rainbow. Siri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Siri, if you pop up one more time, I'm going to throw you out the window. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Morton. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That is if I had to read into the deeper meaning of this poem, she's digging, scraping. This is her own head. Her bottle, I pop off my scalp, a secret place where I keep all my dreams, sunshine, in bottles. That's her positive emotions and her positiveness. And she gives it all to her friends. But the more and more she, like, wants to give them to her friends, like, the more and more her friends like her, the more and more she has to dig and dig and dig to get them. And then the more her friends want them, the more she drops them. And I'm assuming that's depression kicking in? I don't know. That's what I'm getting at. Holy crap. Sarah, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Series always have a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. That was a good-ass poem. Let's just go down the row. Natsuki, what's up, girl? Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. Well, I guess I want to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, it kind of reminds me of Sari's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sari has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she'd probably be just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? She likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song, but every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Okay, they're getting deeper into their own feelings with these poems. This poem reminds me of Natsuki. Natsuki's inner hobbies and how she can't share them with her friends because her friends are she's writing from the point of view of her friends. Like, that's why she's not friends with her. Like, from people that judge just by one thing, even if it's not hurting anyone, even if it's even if she has better things, they're judging her on her worst aspects, right? It's like, you don't judge someone on the worst thing they've ever done, right? Unless, you know, they're a shit human being, but other than that. But it's like, I think this is her talking about that. Like, her from the point of view of other people. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Yeah, so I was right. The subject is an ignorant jerk, yeah. Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone, as long as it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Good-ass poem. Yuri, what's up, girly? Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Morton. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Wait, wrong voice. Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it feels like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to make a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain for turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. The very intimate exercise. I see. That is certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, or I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. If it's the poem you wrote for today, Yuri nods, then timidly hands me your poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed the strange tendencies in an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. Okay, deeper poems on this day. That's about her addiction. 100%. There's no way that's about anything else. I don't know what she's addicted to. She talks about her knife a lot. I don't know if she's cutting herself, or if she's just, like, cutting something. Like, she just has a fascination with, like, knives or something like that. I can't tell, but the raccoon is the urge. That's her addiction, her urge to cut the bread. I don't know if the bread is her curiosity among knives or her actual flesh. I'm not sure. We're supposed to see. That's just what I got from that. I could be completely wrong, but I think 100% it's about her addiction. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. I can't begin to imagine. I can. Morton's just a brick. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and employing emotions through them, conveying emotions. If I take a face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, my fault. Fuck that up. If I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think that's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I usually force to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Huh? Didn't Nesky also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interests? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging her, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason. Okay. But cross me, Yuri. I can tell her everything. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself, and I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Monica! The one weirdo. Hello, Monica. Hi again, Morton. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has that kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? That's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid of experiments a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. RGB! Computers! Woo! An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Save me? Load me? You're talking about RGB? I think Monica knows that she's in a game. There's no way she's like, just writes this poem. Or someone's going through Monica to do this. The noise, it won't stop. I don't know what this part's about, but I can pretty much imagine what this is. The colors, bright, beautiful colors, red, green, blue. The combination of the colors to make games. I think Monica knows what the fuck's up. I'm just gonna save. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of the thing I never really seen before, I guess. It's like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. I don't. It's still hard to tell what it's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be about as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Yeah, no. She just knows herself. Yeah, we're gonna save. I don't trust you. Why did the music get louder? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No, I don't trust that one fucking bit. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come up to the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Siri's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Siri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those up, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. You could never in my life do something like that. I could. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems in front of anyone just until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event, each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find some feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that's all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Suri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Suri and Monica have been trying real hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna be practicing reciting them in front of each other. No way! But Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of the strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off and help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to a specific poem she has in mind. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. The way they fly, mysteriously through the sky. I take one glance, I take a chance. Then I found out I just shit my pants. Oh, thank you, Monica. That was a beautiful poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bring the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Siri looks amazed. Yuri has an... Siri, I'm going to fucking touch you. Ah! Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Beautiful, Monica. Bravo, bravo. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, what? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables with a fierce and confident woman. The poem is filled with twists and turns, and its structure is what she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse of whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity. Oh, she's so mad she glanced around as if she bewildered even herself. Mom spaghetti. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Hell yeah, you. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Yeah, Riri, let's go. So that we didn't want to applaud for her, we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem close to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm up next. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay, then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made to this a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe that's what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Morton liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other people's poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean! That's, well, I've been practicing this kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time for the festival, you know. Okay. Oh, that's cheery. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Morton. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Morton lowers everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Boop! Cat! Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Boop! Cat! Sparkle! Doki Doki! Vengeance! Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's not hard to put energy into it. Did you guys like my word poem? Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as anyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she still is a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, I'm doing it in front of people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But it was just my friends? It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I'd think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case... You won't have to worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a good poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me feel really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish up planning tomorrow, then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll have to do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yup. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Morton. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say one day Yuri has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... I gotta save this. We're saving this. Okay, so based on her poem, her friends want... Based on her poem from today, she keeps wanting people... She keeps having her friends come up to her, and she keeps spending her happiness for her friends, and leaving none for herself. Honestly, I think the right answer here is to walk home with Yuri. I think that's the right answer here. I don't know what the main character is going to say, though. I know how to back this up to, like, not hurt her feelings either, though. I don't know what the main character is going to say. We'll run with it. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Okay, he answered pretty decently. That's not a terrible answer. Ahahaha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But I was kind of her fault for trying me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Why don't you say this stuff out loud to her? Why are you saying this in your head? And who knows what will happen in that time? Oh, was that a wrong answer? Was that a wrong answer? I could go back and load it up. And we'll finish the poem, check our files and see what's happening. I'm just gonna go with ones I still like too. Ooh, Vacation. Lost. I love Vacation though. We're doing Vacation. Comfort, Portrait, Valentine, Boop, Marshmallow, Kawaii. Kawaii Death. Fireflies, Lollipop, Hop, Uncontrollable, Cheeks. Your cheeks, bro, your cheeks. Games, Whistle, Vibrant, Loud, Doki Doki, Covet, Landscape, Friends. Friends. We'll do Friends. I like Friends. Whirlwind, I would do Doki Doki or Games, but Friends. Whirlwind, Candy, Email, Entropy. That's a banger word. Sticky. We're doing Sticky. Twirl, Sparkle, Laugh, Heaven Sent. That's such a... Unrequited. All these two are so good. Heaven Sent, I think I like still. Tragedy, Ambient, Waterfall, After Image. Huh. Suicide. I kind of want to click this to see who would jump. Yuri would jump. Okay. I was going to say, she's not all together up there either. What's her face? Sayori. Misfortune, Uncanny, Unstrained, Melancholy. Banger word. I'm surprised you didn't jump for that. That's exactly what you were describing earlier. Dream, Powder, Extraordinary Flower, Amazing Raindrops, Judgment. Low-key, though. Judgment, yeah. Mouse, Climax, Vivacious. Strawberry, Adventure, Misery, Extreme, Vanilla. Pink, Sunset, Infallible. Existence, Shiny Tears, Fantasy, Fantasy. Fireworks, Love, Treasure, Question, Clumsy, Blanket. Bubbles, Agonizing. Love. Love. Rainbow, Horror, Infinite, Nature, Flee, Jump, Pleasure, Socks, Lazy. Yeah, Lazy, gotta get that. Create, Captive, Milk, Vitality, Massacre. Headphones. Inferno! Promise, Family, Despise, Memories, Analysis. Pure and simple every time. Now I'm falling into sleep. Aura! So stupid. Anime. Gotta get that. Vertigo, Hopeless, Spinning, Bunny. I have a bunny. Give me the bunny. Disaster, Insight, Determination, Sing, Shopping, Beauty. Disarray. There we go. I can't tell who I got more of there. Okay, that's where we're ending it. Save. Boom. Save, return. Let's check our files. Yes, I want to quit. Check our files. DDoC.app, contents, anything else in here? Resources? No, nothing in there. Game, cache, nothing in the cache. Python packages, nothing in the patch. Saves. I don't have any saves. I don't know why my saves folder is empty. Maybe that's not how maybe they just have to have that. I just deleted a file on accident. Oh. Where's the undo button? Control Z. What's the undo button? Oh, okay. Holy shit. Oh, I got it back. That's gonna do it from me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think it's safe to say at the end of all this, you all were my hosts. Things are picking up. Those day 3 poems definitely were picking up. I could definitely see more into each of their psyche. That was interesting. They were definitely all picking up. I'm excited to see where this goes. I still think, I mean, Sayori, I think is one in the most dire need of help. Like, Sayori keeps talking about, like, how she needs help and, like, how all of her happiness is going to other people and how she, like, oh, you might not, it's not going to be long before you don't need me anymore. It's like, I think Sayori, something's bad's going to happen to Sayori. I'm foreshadowing. I'm foreshadowing. I already think something's going to happen. I don't think she's the main bad guy, though. I don't think Sayori's, like, the main bad guy. I still think it's, like, Monica. Because Monica's, like, the only one that's different. Her name ends in Ika. She just talked about saving and loading. Her writing tip of the day was, don't forget to save your game. And then she said, wait, is this even about writing? I think Monica knows what the fuck's happening. I think Monica's in the game mainframe and knows. That's just me. I think she knows. I mean, I could be dead on balls wrong. That's just what I know from now. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Have a good day or night, whatever time it is y'all watching this. Like, comment, do all that shit. I shouldn't have to say anything. And don't forget, hit the subscribe, make that channel number, small channel number, go bigger. And without further ado, I will see y'all in the next episode. Johnny!